Yo, what's good, boys? It's Yap MMA. I'm back with another video. Today, I got a few fight announcements for you guys, so let's just dive right in. We got the Seattle card. It's been fully closed out now. We've got the main event, the co-main event, and we also have a little bit of news about the London card. I think it's March 22nd. With the Seattle card, man, it's looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Seattle Fight Night card is looking real good. But we got the main event, Henry Cejudo versus Song Yadong. Pretty good main card. I did not expect the Cejudo Song Yadong matchup. I did think that they might have put Cejudo with somebody like Dominic Cruz or Rob Font, which is actually the co-main. We got Rob Font versus Dominic Cruz, which, man, it's a good fight. It is a good fight, don't get me wrong, but it's not really looking like we're ever going to get the Aldo Dominic Cruz fight. I don't think we're ever going to get that matchup. It sucks to see, but I don't know if we can really have Dominic Cruz come back after two and a half, almost 3 year layoff. Fight somebody like Aldo, but he's fighting somebody like Rob Font as well, who's still an active fighter and he's still up there in the rankings. So I don't know what this really. I understand what it does for Rob Font's career a little bit, but at the same time, it's kind of a lose-lose for Rob Font. I know Dominic Cruz is a legend. He is one of the GOATs for sure, arguably the GOAT of the Bantamweight division. For a lot of people, he's the GOAT of the Bantamweight division. I think he is one of the best Bantamweights of all time. So, of course, it's amazing to have on your record. But for Rob Font, it's not really going to boost him up into title contention or anything like that. And he could risk losing his place in the rankings. But that is an interesting co-main. And then, of course, the main event, Henry Cejudo versus Song Yudong. That's going to be a good fight, man. And I think a lot of people are going to realize that Henry Cejudo's time's not done, man. I think Henry Cejudo has some gas left in him, man. He's been out of it for a little bit. He's been doing his podcast with Kamaru Usman. Both of them got to get off their asses and fight. So, you know, I think this is going to be interesting. Henry Cejudo probably gave the toughest test for Merab. I think when people think of Henry Cejudo now, they don't think of double champ Henry Cejudo. They think of Henry Cejudo chucked over Merab's shoulder. That's what they be thinking about. Don't put disrespect on Triple C's name. So I think he'll come back and he'll get that win over Song Yadong. But Song Yadong could pull it off for sure. He has been looking like a more composed fighter recently. Past few fights, he's looking a lot better. Obviously, he lost to Piotr Yan, but that's a tough matchup. And Piotr Yan is top 3 now in the rankings and is looking for a potential title shot in his next 1 or 2 fights. I think Song Yadong's up there. I think Henry Cejudo's still up there. It's a great main event. I think the co-main is also going to be fun. Is it going to be like, wow, Dominic Cruz, Rob Font? Is it really going to be a flashy fight? I don't think so. But we'll see how it plays out. I think it will be a fun fight nonetheless, and it will probably be the last time that we see Dominic Cruz in the octagon. So it will be a huge moment for him, and he will most likely retire after that fight. But that is booked for February 22nd. But on March 22nd, we have London card. We have the London card. It's going to be pretty good. So far, there's some good fights on that card. Some good fights that are going to be booked on that card. I'm sure they're going to chuck Paddy Pimblett on that card, of course. They've got a couple other English people on that card. They might put Oban Elliott on that card. They're going to put some English guys on that card, try to get Tommy Aspinall on that card. And of course, man, they're going to put Leon Edwards on that card. As the main event, Leon Edwards versus Jack Della Maddalena. It looks like it's going to be booked. That is a banger of a fight. Yo, it's going to be good. It's going to be good if they do set that up. I did not expect Leon versus JDM. I did think JDM was going to fight maybe a Sean Brady, wait to fight either Bilal or Shavkat, but it seems like he's not going to be waiting. I thought it was going to be Sean Brady Leon, but it looks like it's most likely going to be Jack Della versus Leon Edwards as the main event of London 2025. I'm hyped. I'm sure you guys are going to be hyped. That's a great fight. I do think that Jack Della Maddalena does take that fight every day of the week. I'm gonna be honest. I know Leon Edwards is a great fighter. He's a great stand-up fighter, but Jack Della is the best boxer at welterweight. He is the best boxer in the welterweight division, and I think he's got so much more power than Leon Edwards. I think he's much more crisp on the feet. His movement is fluid. His boxing is fluid. I don't think Leon Edwards will be able to stand with him. If he can get past those kicks, I think he'll be able to clear through Leon Edwards and most likely knock out Leon Edwards. I do see Leon Edwards taking a bit of a downfall after the Bilal loss. It was pretty tough. He got beat up for 5 rounds. People think, it was just unanimous decision, but Leon Edwards got fucking dropped on his head, man. He got dropped flat on his head. Uh, you need a lot of time to recover after something like that. So yeah, for Leon, it's gonna be kind of interesting to see him back in the octagon, see if he's the same old Leon or if Bilal did a lot of damage to him. JDM might finish him off. We'll see how that goes, but that is what it's looking like for UFC London. It could change. Those are just rumors. It's not official yet, but that is what it's looking like. And the timelines do match up pretty well. Of course, I want to get Leon on that card. And, obviously JDM's been out for a while. He had an injury on his arm, I think. So I think he might have broken his arm, I'm pretty sure. So of course they want to get JDM back in the mix because he is ranked high up in the welterweight division. And he after a win against Leon, he could be looking for a title shot depending on who wins between Bilal and Shavkat. Of course, that's the next matchup. So, we got a lot going on in welterweight. We got a lot going on in future events, of course. We got February 22nd to look forward to. We got March 22nd to look forward to. We got plenty of amazing UFC events coming up, boys. It's going to be a great 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.